I'm Ashton Addison from Blockwest Capital for Investment Pitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Cooper Kunz, the CTO of Calaxy. Cooper, welcome to the show, and thanks so much for taking the time to come on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Super excited to chat with you and share more about what we're building.
Yeah, it's crazy times in the blockchain industry and in the world right now, especially on social media. There's a lot of things going on social media, and I know Calaxy is looking at some innovative solutions to aid in the next version of social media and for creators. And I would love for you to kick it off for us with just a high-level overview of Calaxy and what the team's been working on.
Yeah, absolutely. So Calaxy really likes to think of ourselves as an open social marketplace. And what we mean by that is that we provide the ability to content creators, professional athletes, celebrities of kind of all kinds, to offer more direct and intimate experiences with their fans, through a variety of tools and different types of services that they can offer on our platform. But that's kind of the marketplace side of it. And then, when you're dealing with big celebrities and influencers and content creators in general, it's really, really easy and nice for them to be able to directly engage with their communities and to try to actually have a singular shop or stop for all of their fans or all their community to be able to engage with them with. So you can see this manifest through, familiar social experiences like post feeds and stories, but you can also offer, direct video calls or video messages on Calaxy as well to your fans. So that's just a little bit about it, but obviously I'm excited to be here and chat with you, to share more.
Definitely, Cooper. And yeah, the ability for these platforms to directly engage where, you want to talk to your favorite athlete or some superstar, and it's becoming more and more accessible, and also to, buy their merchandise directly, to support them, for them to interact with you. And I think social media has all these barriers right now in the traditional medias. And there are a lot of other social platforms that are, they see this problem. It's like a huge problem. Everyone in the world on social media needs a new solution. Why do you think Calaxy's solution and the way that your team is approaching having creators connect directly is going to be the one that will succeed for years to come?
Yeah, absolutely. So Calaxy takes an innovative approach, kind of sitting between what we like to think of as Web 2 and Web 3. So Web 2 is, your traditional social media experiences like Twitter or Instagram. And within Web 2, you also have, your traditional kind of monetization tools. If you're a big celebrity, you can go on Cameo, you could go on, Patreon, and people could pay you for your services. But there really isn't a cohesive application within Web 2 that makes it really easy for you to actually monetize from your fans. You see this with Instagram trying to roll out different types of advertisement capabilities. Twitter actually are beta testing, a super subscriber type feature where you could, pay for content on Twitter. But there isn't yet a Web 2 platform that makes it seamless and cohesive to not only, talk to your fans, but also earn money from them. Mm-hmm. So Calaxy is providing a really nice and easy to use experience that feels kind of like Web 2. It feels like Twitter, Instagram. But we're using different kind of Web 3 or crypto-like tools to help engage and provide more intimate experiences. So specifically, Calaxy is a platform for social tokens, which are, fungible cryptocurrencies that you can buy that are branded for different celebrities. So for example, Spencer Dinwiddie, who's on the Washington Wizards, is actually our co-founder and CEO. So if you wanted to buy a video call with Spencer, you would have to buy Spencer's token and then, spend Spencer's token on parts of his time for different types of engagements with him. Mm-hmm. So this is just one unique tool that Calaxy offers. And it does provide a fundamentally new paradigm for ways that you can quantify your fans and community engagement. You do have a cryptocurrency-like balance sitting on a public blockchain that tells you who your biggest supporters are. And there's kind of no denying that, you can actually go out and verify it, which is kind of cool. In addition to the social tokens that people and celebrities can issue and use to respond to requests for their time, we also enable non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. So different types of celebrities and professional athletes can offer digital NFTs, or hopefully eventually NFTs that could be redeemed for physical merchandise. We actually just did a cool kind of beta test or pilot with a partner of ours called Suku, where you could buy one of Spencer's NFTs, and if you want to, you can redeem it for a pair of shoes that he actually wore in an NBA basketball game. And so those are just kind of the tools that we're giving people to empower, their actual monetization ability. We also have various different kind of Web3 social media features. So specifically, we're working on interoperability protocols for decentralized social media. So ways that different interfaces can kind of plug and play the same social feed. And for whatever reason, if someone in the future builds a better version of what Calaxy is doing, they should be able to kind of just plug into the posts and the feeds and the followers that are already there. So hopefully removing the huge amount of vendor lock-in that's traditionally experienced in Web 2. And so I think between kind of the combination of all these things, we're building an exciting and kind of wholly encompassing Web3 platform.
Definitely sounds great, Cooper. And with the creator tokens, I think that's going to be the key to having that direct experience, to creating monetization and revenue strategies for creators, for athletes. I'm curious more about the creator tokens in the platform. Can anybody who creates content create a token? Is there any limit to that? And then do those tokens have a marketplace of their own, or do they have a fluctuating value? And how does that work?
Yeah, these are great questions. I'm excited to share that we actually just released the initial version of the Calaxy Inc. white paper, as well as a white paper that's from the foundation, the Creators Galaxy Foundation, which kind of outlines how all these the whole ecosystem works. Currently, the creator tokens are actually one-to-one backed with stablecoins. So that's an example of something that we do to make it really easy for fans, right? Like if you just want to buy a video call with Spencer or buy some merchandise from someone, you shouldn't have to worry about the standard price fluctuation that you may or may not see in other networks or other types of social tokens. In the future, it's quite possible that the community decides that they want dynamically priced tokens, and those could be things that we explore in the future. But for now, we just want to make it as simple as possible. So we're working with a number of stablecoin issuers and would support any popular stablecoins that are available out there. And so they're actually collateralized on chain on the Hedera Hashgraph network, which is the blockchain alternative that we use. Beyond that, the stable coins can be deposited, and the creator tokens will be minted or burned on demand. So if at any point you would like to kind of convert or unwrap your tokens back to the stable coins, you're able to do so. So fans and users are never at risk of being stuck in a celebrity's token who's no longer offering services or actually responding to requests. So again, just something that we're trying to do to kind of bridge these worlds between Web 2 and Web 3 and kind of educate fans as we grow through this experience ourselves. And we think that it's a nice model. We think a lot of people will be looking at different types of branded or wrapped stablecoins in the future. But that's kind of the overview of how they work. The dynamics for getting a creator token or getting verified within the Calaxy application gives you the ability to mint your own social token. But the nice thing is that it is actually a kind of permissionless ecosystem that we are building. So if anyone would like to create a creator token, but Calaxy hasn't verified you yet, you actually can do so on the Hedera network directly, or eventually through another interface. And it could be compatible within Calaxy or within kind of the rest of the ecosystem that supports these social tokens. So it's pretty interesting.
Very interesting. And I like that it's simple, backed by the stable coins. I've seen platforms where it was very convoluted and it was hard for the creators or the fans to have an off ramp or to actually get value out of something that wasn't locked into the platform for years to come. So that's great to hear that you're streamlining the process and making it easy to convert in and out for that value. And you mentioned there, Cooper, about Hedera Hashgraph, and I'm interested to know, it's not a blockchain that I hear as often, but I know that it has a lot of underlying value. And I'm curious on, maybe you can touch on just why Hedera is the best technology for this kind of platform.
Absolutely. So I think that there's a number of things that make Hedera unique in the blockchain industry. Kind of the first of which, or the top level item, is governance. I think we were really attractive to Hedera's enterprise-led governance model. So Hedera is actually owned and operated by some of the largest companies in the world, including like Google, Deutsche Telekom, IBM, all actively contribute and support their network infrastructure. So that was something that attracted us in general, knowing that those large enterprises are investing their own resources in the ecosystem. It's very validating for the resources that we invest as well. But just beyond the governance and the other people that are involved, Hedera is fundamentally very fast. So we're able to do tens of thousands of transactions per second. And when you're dealing with celebrities and people with millions of followers, those performance speeds are really, really important, and also really important when you want to build familiar Web 2-like user experiences. Beyond the high throughput and transactions per second, Hedera really nicely stabilizes their fees to US dollars. So every NFT that is made on Calaxy actually only costs $1, compared to the Ethereum network, which I've paid gas fees recently of like $130 to mint an NFT. And so doing it at scale just really isn't an option. And so, the low predictable fees where we can kind of cost and predict our business out months or years in advance even is really nice.
Definitely. Yeah, that is a major difference in price. And I'm excited to take a look at the NFT marketplace with these creators when that is all flushed out and when there's lots to choose from. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it should be super cool. We actually do at the moment do gasless transactions. So Calaxy will countersign your transactions and pay that dollar fee for you. So technically, it's free to mint NFTs on Calaxy.
Amazing, Cooper. Even better. I like it. And while we're on the topic of blockchain, I was looking in the platform, and in the white paper that you just released is the Calaxy token integrated into the ecosystem as well, which is different from a creator token. Can you talk about that token? How does it integrate into the ecosystem? What's the underlying value, and does it create a sustainable ecosystem for the creators and for the fans?
Yeah, absolutely. So Calaxy token is a separate cryptocurrency from the actual creator social tokens or NFTs. And it's not just a token that's relevant to, Calaxy Inc. or the application that we're building. It is a broad protocol and ecosystem governance token that's kind of just used in Calaxy's namesake as kind of an homage to them putting some of these in place. But really, any application can integrate those social tokens and NFTs that we just discussed. And anytime that they want to transfer or transact those tokens or buy an NFT on a secondary marketplace, for instance, they have to attach gas or protocol fees in the native Calaxy token. So it very much powers the entire ecosystem and ensures that third-party applications are actually being used for pretty legitimate purposes, kind of costing out the price of different types of attacks or spam that we might see in the ecosystem. In addition, it also provides formal on-chain governance. So the fees and the specifications or the standards, for example, if we accept a new type of stablecoins as collateral, would have to be voted in by the community of Calaxy token holders. And so that they'll actually manage and determine how the ecosystem evolves over time. They'll also determine things like which third-party applications can verify people, or just generally anything that you see with other protocol governance tokens, kind of like Uniswap and stuff like that.
Definitely. Well, thanks for that, Cooper. And I know that your team's been working on this for quite a while, but there's still more to come. Can you give us a snapshot of where you're at right now and what are the major milestones that the team's looking to achieve in the next few months?
Yeah, absolutely. So, over the past couple of months, we've really built out our initial team. So, we have a solid engineering team internally. I'm happy that I actually just hired an ex-colleague of mine, Paul Madsen, as our head of identity, who's going to be working on a bunch of cool decentralized identity stuff for us. And we actually completed a seed round of fundraising and grants. So we raised a little over $7.5 million over the past couple of months, and using those funds to build out the rest of our team. Over the past couple months, we've also been live in a private beta. So we're live with about 100 or so users on our application, live testing it, all those types of fun things as we're getting ready to roll it out. So, throughout the rest of the year, you should see us actually go live with a public beta. We should be announcing some exciting partnership integrations that you might get a little tease of specifically in our white papers. And also doing some really cool exclusive NFT drops and campaigns with, not just the creators that you currently see on our website and in our white paper, like Dwight Howard and Amon Shumpert, and those types of people, but also additional creators that we have not yet revealed to the world. So should be a lot of exciting things, but I think the theme for the rest of the year is really validating our model and testing it. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully we can make a lot of noise in the new year.
Definitely. And I'm looking forward to that, Cooper. And for the viewers that are looking to follow along with those updates and get access to the beta and use it, what's the best way for them to learn more and to get involved?
Yeah, the shameless plug is you can follow me on Twitter, actually, at Cooper_Kunz. I always post about Calaxy stuff and if there's anything that you should be aware of, I'll probably share it there. But if you actually just go to Calaxy app on Twitter or calaxy.com, you'd be able to find most of our recent news as well as download those white papers that we're talking about, which were just released today. So it's very exciting news over here.
Very exciting. Congratulations on that. I will leave those links in the description box below as well for the Twitter, the website, and your Twitter as well, Cooper. And all the best with Calaxy moving forward, and let's follow up in the near future.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Always happy to come on and share more about what we're doing. Maybe we can drag Spencer or some of our celebrities into the next one when we are getting ready to launch more publicly.
Sounds great.
Thank you.